All right, I am just going to give it a few minutes to see if anybody joins me. I am doing this on my StreamYard so that I can stream on multiple platforms. Um, my ministry Facebook page, my YouTube channel, and then I'm also on my phone. What do you call it? For TikTok. Keep going. We're getting more viewers, letting more viewers. So I'm going to give it a few minutes. I guess while I'm waiting for to see if anybody will join me, I'm going to sip some of my tea before it gets cold. I love these cups. I love these cups. Can you, let's see, can you read that? Start, start each day with the grateful heart. Start, start each day with the grateful. That's what I'm doing. I want to be, I have reasons to be grateful. I have uh, reasons to be thankful. I have reasons to be grateful. Hello there, Hadley and Lethal Gus. Um, Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me, Hadley. All right. I hope I'm saying the name right. I am sipping a cup of tea while I'm waiting for others to join me. Thank you for joining me. My cup says, start each day with a grateful heart. Poochie. Oh, Poochie. I love that. Poochie, join me. Start each day with a grateful heart. Start each day with a grateful heart. I am just sipping a cup of tea and I'm giving it a moment for people to join me. I am going to be talking about my music project and my dream coming true, making music dreams is what I've titled this. Making music dreams. My part is done. I've completed my work on Miranda, Anna, Rita. God bless you for joining me. I've completed my work. I've completed the hard part, so to speak, the fun hard part. Okay, I've completed all my vocals. I've completed the percussion that I'm going to do. I've completed directing and orchestrating how I wanted my songs to Johnson, Norm, Normtech, Jesus or Hell. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for joining me. I'm talking about making music dreams today. My dreams in particular. I am so excited to be able to finally release, to finally record and release songs that I wrote years ago, starting back in 1996. Those were some of the oldest ones were in 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000. More recent ones I wrote in 2021, 22, and I think that was it, 2021 and 22. But mm, I'm going to be in the studio tonight so that the engineer can, we just kind of went with the flow on this. I had a set method in my mind on how I wanted to approach this, but there was some twists and turns, and I had to go with the flow. When it comes to music, when it comes to art, artistic things, I don't believe there are things that should be rigid. I think that music and art and these kinds of talents come from a creative, a creative aspect, and to make it rigid kind of stifles the creativity, in my opinion. So we had, very minor twists and turns. For example, my the keyboard player who was also a co-producer on this project, he recommended a guitar player to me, and the guitar player was wonderful. When I heard him play, brought tears to my eyes because he reminded me so much of my love. He reminded me so much of my husband who passed away in 2020. My husband was an excellent guitar player. He was a man of God and he was talented and he could play jazz, he could play country, he could play R&B, he could play gospel. He was just bad. Okay, he was just bad. And so on one of my songs in particular, it was called I'm Believing This. I wanted someone who could play like my husband, or close to it, at least, close to it. I told him, I'm not expecting you to be him because you are unique and you are yourself. But I would just, I played a song for him because my husband actually, we had recorded this song years ago with another friend who was a drummer. His name was Eric, and he goes by the name of Big. Oh, what does he go by now? Oh, I don't want to mess it up. I want to say Big Swain. I think it's Big Swain. You can find him on YouTube. He's still making music. But years ago, we were like in his garage and we were messing around and we recorded just, a simple scratch, basically, a simple scratch. Uh, Someone said, Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. All right. Not Bostomon joined. Blood C joined. All right, y'all, hit that screen tap. Let TikTok know that you're with me. Lady P joined. So we were just like in the garage messing around. We recorded the song I'm Believing This, and it was just raw. It was just raw, okay? But my husband played on it. He played on it. So fast forward, when I finally got ready to, hello Maggie, hi Maggie, is that Maggie said hello? I think Maggie said hello. Hi there. So when it came time for me to be able to professionally record and release the song, I wanted someone that could bring that feel, that could bring that flavor, that my husband wanted. So this co-producer slash musician, Scooney, Scooney, Scooney's bad. Okay, Scooney's bad. I mean, that's what we said in my day. I'm not a youngster, so I still use old terms. Scooney's bad. Okay, he recommended this guitar player to me, and he played on my first single. Um, No. That's not right. That's not right. He played on which one would I think the first one that he played on was I'm Believing This. And I was like, tears in my eyes, tears in my eyes. I loved it. I loved it. It took me back. It was a tribute, I believe, an honorable tribute to my husband. And then he got a gig. He got bongos. He he does, a lot of other things, and he promotes tours. He arranges and promotes tours. So he got a job out of state because of one of his tours that he set up, and he had to go and be a part of that experience. So we lost him for a short period, and continue to do I think one more song without him, and I can't remember which one that was. But then after he finished what he was doing, town, and I was like, oh, good. So this up. My plan, I was planning on basically recording each song and completing each song one at a time. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. And I had started off on that path, but when that happened and then he came back, I just felt led to change my plan and let's work on completing all the music, because I didn't know if he would, if something would come up where he would have to leave again. So we switched and we decided to complete all the music. Um, is that W Squad watching me? I don't think so. If he was there, I would certainly invite him to come on. So we decided to complete all the music instead, because it's like, hey, while I got him, I want to use him. And so that's what we did. We started grinding out each song. We completed all the music. We did, layers. We did keyboards. We did the guitar. We did uh, some congas, some bongos. Primarily on I added the congas and the bongos on my gospel, on my gospel songs. And I have to say, I know they're not traditional gospel songs. Um, they're more like life songs. I don't know how to describe them. They're gospel. I don't even know if you could call them contemporary gospel. They're just what I felt. They're just what I felt. So, what I actually wanted to do today, though, because I'm going in the studio tonight, I won't be singing. I'll just be overseeing the mixing and the mastering. But I'm excited about it, and I just want to, take an opportunity to get my head prepared for music, and I wanted to play some of my music. I want to play some of my music. I wanted to share, and just kind of get in that space, get in that place. You know what I'm saying? Get in that place. So a couple of months back, I created this flyer, and I'm gonna show it to y'all if anybody's still actually watching. I created this flyer. Okay, created this flyer, and this flyer was created at the time when I only had 3 singles completed. I had 3 singles completed, and I wanted to just start getting information out there. I wanted to have something to electronically send to people and manually hand to people if I met someone who might be interested in what I was doing. So on this flyer, I'm just gonna read it. I'm release. It's the story of me. It soundtrack in the making. That soundtrack in the making is based on my book. I have a book that I authored. It's my bio that I authored and released in 2004. And every song that I wrote is a song based on something that I was going through in my life over a period of time, over a certain period of time. So the musical project is intended to enhance the book. It goes along with the book, and it shares a portion of my life. Okay, and I created this flyer to feature "Missing Your Love," which was my first single, because I truly do miss my love. The man of my dreams. I used to tell him he was the love of my life and the man of my dreams. Okay, and I meant that literally. I meant that literally. I had prayed, I had waited, I had been through some ups and downs, some knocks and some bruises. I had looked for love in all the wrong places, and I had got I got abused doing that, traumatized doing that. And then I finally decided to to stop looking. Those things occurred after my first divorce, and then rebound relationships and rebelling against the Lord and trying to find love my own way. And it was horrible. It was horrible. Okay. And then the Lord sent me the love of my life. I didn't know men like him existed. I didn't know that men like him existed. I didn't know. I didn't know. So he was truly the love of my life. He was truly the man of my dreams. And when he passed in 2020, COVID related, COVID related, um, my goodness, it took the Lord. It took the Lord to sustain me. It took the Lord to keep me. And one of the ways that I decided to cope was to write songs in his honor, to celebrate to celebrate him, to celebrate us, to pass that on instead of just being miserable. I didn't want to be miserable. The Lord didn't want me to be miserable. So what I would like to do is play that song. I'm gonna pull it up off of YouTube. Um, all of my songs are on platforms like DistroKid, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Deezer, etc., etc. Okay. So, hi there, LY. Hi there, God bless you. Looks like LY joined. Lie, is it LY? God bless you, God bless you. I'm going to pull this song, Missing Your Love, up from my YouTube channel. It was just easier, and I have it the volume all the way up. So I hope that you will be able to hear it. So I guess you could say I'm kind of DJing. I'm kind of DJing some of my own music today. All right. Let me click on it and see what happens here.
This is the garden hose nozzle my team spent 3 years building. Because every pressure washer on the market kept letting people down. Every pressure washer has the same fundamental flaw, and nobody was fixing it.
Hold on, I'll get rid of the commercial. There we go. And here it comes. Missing your love, sent from above. It was unexpectedly. You came to me one day. Unashamedly, I was on my way to play.
You were there, so unprepared. But you came and above. It was, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Unexpected. You give your way.
Thank you for joining me. I am sharing my music from the current music project. Little did I know I was about to grow so pure. Oh, little did I know. How could I know you are so sure? Just we would become what we became. I had so it's hard not to sing to your own music, right? Hi, Martha. I'm playing some of my music. And rescue me. You are there, so I came and set me free. Missing your love, sent from above. It was. Oh man, that still touches me. It's hard for me not to sing along with my own music. That still touches me. I miss my love. I miss him deeply, but I carry with him. I mean, with me, I keep with me. Hi, Monica. Thank you for joining me. I know was God ordained because love comes from God. God is not capable of loving unless they express that from the source, unless they give that from the source. Okay. And so my loves, his love was such a healing balm in my life. It was something that I never experienced prior to, not from my family. I came from when I say my family, I mean like my parents. Um, I came from a broken family. I ended up in foster care. Um, I was given a good foundation in terms of knowing about God and in terms of learning about the Bible, things like that. I don't know who this person is. I won't even comment on whatever Brian is talking about because it's not on topic. Jesus loves you, Brian. Jesus loves you. um, what am I trying to say? That the foundation that I got from my parents in terms of knowing about God, in terms of learning about the Bible and things like that was excellent. It was good. It was good. But they were lacking because they strayed. Both of my parents strayed. They walked away from the very foundation and the principles that they taught us. And so I didn't know love. I didn't know love. I didn't experience love. Even in foster care, I was grateful and thankful to be placed in a foster care home that also uh, my granny, my foster mother, um, believed in God. She was the mother of our church. She was led by the Lord to take me and my siblings in, and she was a woman who was already not. She was already unhealthy. She had already had several strokes. She felt like the Lord had to take us all in, but she felt like the Lord had to take us all in. And there, let's see, at that time, one, two, three, four, five, five of us. Was it five? Yeah, one, two. Me and my older brother. One, two, the twins, and Will. It was five of us. It was five of us. And then a little while later, she also got my another younger brother, and that made six. This was a woman. I'm blessed, thank you. I'm blessed. This was a woman who was in a wheelchair. This was a woman who had a stroke, okay, several strokes, who had high blood pressure, uh, things of that nature. But she took us in. She took us in, and she gave us all the love that she had. But even in that, I didn't feel love. I didn't experience the expression of love that you need when you are being healed. I received food and shelter and clothing. I received, I was grateful that my brothers and sisters, that we were not split up, that we were in, one home instead of split up like we had been. I was grateful and remain grateful to this day for those things. But there were other things that were occurring in that foster home. There was other kinds of abuses from other extended relatives. There was a stoicism or stoic way of doing things. Old school people didn't believe in showing affection. They didn't believe in hugs. They didn't believe in positive affirmations and strokes and things of that nature. And so when you're coming out of abuse and foster, the things that led you to have to be put into foster care, you need more than just food and shelter and correction. Okay, you need affirmation, you need healing, you need love. And so I am good. I am good, Jake. I am good. Jake Berry just got the #1 viewer badge. So I'm saying all that to say that before my love came along, before my Chris came along, I didn't experience love in life. I I was abused from by my parents. I was abused in my first marriage and neglected. I was devastated because of that marriage failing, and then the Lord sends the love of my life into my life. And oh my goodness, He changed my life. He changed my life. He was a man who loved God. He was a man who, because of that, was able to love me. He had a lot to give. He had a lot to offer. He was full of laughter. He was full of joy. He was full of wisdom. He was a hardworking man. He was understanding, dedicated. He was no punk. Okay, he was a coach. He was a basketball coach. He was a military guy. I mean, he was the love of my life, the man of my dreams. Hi, Priscilla. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you for joining me. So we were together 23 years, 22 years married. And so, of course, when he passed, when he went to be with the Lord, I was devastated. I was devastated. I was shocked. I didn't want to live anymore. I told the Lord, I don't want to be here without him. I don't want to live without him. Life was already pretty rough before he came along. And so the Lord immediately began to comfort me and let me know that my work was not done. And he began to coach me and advise me on how to deal with my grief. And one of the things that he told me was to celebrate him, to celebrate the life of my husband, to celebrate the love that we had together. So I wrote Missing Your Love. I wrote Missing Your Love. I did a video on it. You can find it on those sources that I was mentioning a few minutes ago. DistroKid, YouTube. The one that I just played for you is from YouTube. Um, if there's anybody here that wasn't there on here when I played it, I can play it again. I can play a few seconds of it. Um, let's see. If you want me to and you missed it, let me know. Hi, Miss Lady. Hi, Miss Lady. God bless you for joining me. God bless you for joining me. Okay. I'm going to see if I can rewind it. I wrote this song because I was missing my love, but also to celebrate our love, to share our story. And hopefully it'll bless others in my shoes who are in my shoes. Let me play a few more minutes or seconds or whatever of it for some of you that might have just joined. Okay. Missing your love sent from above. It was unexpectedly you came to me one day. Unashamedly, I was on my way to play. Yes. You were there, so unaware I was, but you came and rescued me. You were there, so unprepared I was, but you came and set me free. Missing your love. I, 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 I enjoy my own song. I can sing it. I can harmonize. My husband used to tell me that he used to tell me when he would play with me, he would be like, "Dear, like stay on the lead." You know, sometimes I would be singing the lead, and then sometimes I would switch over to the background. Sometimes I would be doing the lead, and then I would start harmonizing with what he was playing when I should have been singing the lead. he he would be like, "Dear, stay in your lane, stay in your lane. You make this hard for me to do my thing." But we worked it out. We worked it out. Once we started playing together, we gelled, and it got so that I could follow him and he could follow me. Hi, Lula. Thank you for joining me. I am talking about making my dreams, making music dreams come true. I am sharing some of my music journey and a project that I've been working on since consistently since December that is almost finished. It is almost finished. So I'm sharing some of my music that I have been able to produce, record, and release, and there's more to come. But talking about my song "Missing Your Love" and the reason for the song, my late husband. Once we started practicing and performing together, um, we gelled, we gelled, we gelled, and I still have this memory. I still have this memory of we came from California. That's where he met me anyway. Was in California. He was stationed in California at Vandenberg Air Force Base, and that's where we met each other. Was on base one day, and he was from the East Coast, though he was from originally from D.C. But when he retired from the military, he wanted to go back home. He decided to come back home, which is where I'm at now on the East Coast. And so we were just basically trying to get reacclimated to the area and get involved in things. We were used to music ministry. Hi, L joined. I thought I saw another name before L popped up. Get involved in music ministry, get involved with local churches, get involved with his parents' church, and we ended up one of his uncles who was also a very, very skilled musician. I mean, you talk about bad. His Uncle Richard was bad. Okay, matter of fact, he influenced my husband Chris. He influenced him as a boy. You know, Uncle Richard even played with some of the heavyweights back in the day. I want to say a little Anthony was one of them, but Uncle Richard was sick and he couldn't make a gig that he had committed to. He couldn't make it, so he called up my husband and said, "Hey, can you stand in for me? Can you go play? Can you and your wife go do something?" And we were like, "Of course, of course." But we were both tired. We had been working all week, and we had been dealing with a lot of struggles, from relocating and moving here and blah blah blah. And so, I was excited for the opportunity, but I prayed. I said, "Lord, when we get there," I said, "Lord, I pray, please let me just have fun. You know, I don't want this to be a chore. I don't want this to be like work. I let us have some fun. We've been working hard, we've been grinding, we've been going through things. Let us have some fun." And so we ended up being, I believe, almost the last group, if you will, the last act, if you will, on the program. It was at a nice little spot. They served food and they had multiple people performing. And I believe we were like the last one. Hi Yaba, hi Yaba. God bless you. God bless you. I see Driz. God bless you. God bless you. And so we were almost we were either the second to the last or the last ones. And I'm telling you, we sat there and we were tired. We were tired, and we have been dieting too. We were both on like a diet plan, and we have been dieting too. So you feel kind of depleted and everything as you're, um, you know, trying to handle business anyway. And then they finally called us up there. They finally called us up there. We got up there. He got set up, and it was just the two of us, although they had a full band playing ahead of us. But for us, it was just the two of us. It was my husband. We were kind of like a couple. Who is those old groups? Ashford and Simpson. Just a duo, basically. Um, my husband hit that first note. Bum, stumped, ba-da-dum, dum, bum, 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 bumped, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. And the crowd was already rocking before I hit my first note because he knew how to hit it. Okay. And then I was kind of like, "I know a place y'all. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Ain't nobody crying. Da-da-dum-bum-bum. Oh man, we felt it. We felt each other's energy. Ain't nobody worrying. Dum dum dum. Ain't no smiling faces lying to the races. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. And then the drummer was sitting in the audience, okay, because he was feeling the energy. The drummer was sitting in the audience. I can't remember. There was another guy. I want to say he might have been a bass player. They were like giving us the eye contact. He was like, "Can I join you? Can I join you?" And I was like, "Come on, yeah, come on, come on." They joined us, and it was like we were hitting. It was live. It was full of energy. There's something about music when you can just mesh, like you don't, when you're good at what you do, when you love what you do, when you're experienced, you can just come together like you've been playing together forever. And that's what happened. The drummer, when he got on them drums, he just took us to another level. We had such a good time. We had such a good times. Help me, y'all. I'll take you there. Da 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 da. Help me, y'all. I'll take you there. I still remember that to this day. I still remember that to this day. And I done lost my train of thought as far as why I even went there. What even made me tell that story? Um, I I guess I was just reminiscing on some good times that we had together. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. And the announcer, we were only scheduled to do two songs. Hi, Lost Traveler. God bless you. Thank you for joining. We were only scheduled to do two songs. Okay. And so we hit those. This was a Christian event, and so we did gospel songs, and we hit those, and the audience was loving it. The audience was with us. They were clapping. They were just grooving with us. And I said, and I told them at the end, I was kind of like, it's when you love what you do, and when you get in the pocket, and when you feeling it, it's hard to just stop. It's hard to just stop. I said, but I'm gonna be obedient because this is what we were asked to do. And then the host was like, "Oh no!" The audience started clapping and stuff. They were like, "Oh no, oh no, you can't stop there." No, we know we said two, but you got to give us some more. You got to give us some more. I'm using my ebonics here. You got to give us some more. So we did. We hit a third one. We hit a third one. Um, I, I can't even remember what the other songs were, but I think we did one called oh, it was just kind of in my head. Oh Lord Jesus, what is? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Uh, hold on a second. Oh my goodness, I can't. It was just like trying to come to my memory. Uh, um, if it comes to me, I'll come back. I'll come back. Okay. So, oh man, I hate that when that happens. Um, has to do with joy and singing and music. But anyway, we hit a third one. We hit a third one. And moments like that are what I love about music. How it touches people, how it draws people in, how it, you know, if you're feeling sad, um, it can pick you up. It can pick you up. Um, Donnie McClurkin did a song, "If you ever feel little lonely." His sister, I think his sister was leading on this one. "Call me and I'll be there. I will never leave you all alone." I mean, songs. God bless you, Smallwood. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Songs just have a way of ministering to us where we are. They have a way of picking us up. They have a way of healing us, so the spirit of a song is important. The spirit of the person singing the song is important. um, Doing all to the glory and honor of the Lord is important. At, ata, Ataku Christina, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. So the reason that I came on today, though, is that I wanted to talk about my music dream. That's why I call this Making Music Dreams, and where I'm at in my music project. I'm almost finished. I've done my part. I've done my vocals. I've done my percussion. I've orchestrated and directed. I've done my part. Tonight, we go back into the studio for the engineer to work on mixing and mastering, and I'm excited about it. And I just wanted to play some of my music, some of the music that I've already released. So how about I play another one? How about I play another one? This one, let's see. Let me get out of this one. Let's see if I can go back. Go back, go back, go back. I tried to have it set up so that all I had to do was just go from one song to the other. And then when I got out of it, okay, so let's do this one. I'm believing this. I'm believing this. I wrote this one. Wait. Don't play, Diane. Pause it. Don't play. I wrote this one out of serious confusion, out of mayhem. That was the aftermath. This was in the aftermath of me going through a divorce, rejecting, rebelling. I won't say rejecting, I'll say rebelling against the Lord because I was angry with the Lord for all the trauma that had happened in my life, okay, leading up to the divorce. And then getting involved in a rebound relationship that I had no business being in, okay? And it left me confused. It left me distraught and confused. So here we go. I'm believing this. You are meaning that. I am feeling this. You are feeling that. My heart, my heart. I'm believing this. You are meaning that. I am feeling this. You are feeling that. My heart, my heart. Was that you? Was that me? Together in the same place. How could it be that we are still not free? Not free to love each other. Oh, I'm believing this. You are meaning that. I am feeling this. You are feeling that. My heart, oh, my heart. Heaven was in your arms tonight. I was there too. You, I thought were permanent. I guess that part wasn't true. I'm believing this. You are All right now. I was jamming. Hi, Nelsie. Nelsia. I was jamming. I was jamming. I was jamming. Have you ever, have you ever gotten yourself into a relationship and it meant one thing to you and something else to that person? Okay. It didn't mean to them what you thought it meant. Okay. Well, that's what this song was all about. I got involved. It was a relationship I had no business getting involved in. The Holy Spirit actually spoke to me. I didn't recognize him as the Holy Spirit at the time, but he spoke to me and told me he is not for you. He is not for you. And I rebelled anyway because I was hurt and I was wounded and I was angry about my divorce. Hi, Audrey McDaniel. God bless you. I was hurt, angry, wounded about my divorce, about my childhood, about the traumas of my life leading up to that point. And I said I was going to do my own thing. I was going to do my own thing. And I got involved with this dude. He was in music. He was a DJ. He was a military guy. He looked good on the outside. Woo! But he was something else, honey. I took on his issues. That's what happens spiritually when you join yourself with somebody else. And I had no idea the extent of his issues. Okay, he was a womanizer. See Rose. It looks like Rose Marie liked one of my comments. Hey Rose, if you now join me now. He was a and I didn't know that. And so for him, our fling, because that's what it was, our fling meant nothing. It meant nothing. It meant nothing. Okay. And when I started getting too attached, he cut off the supply. Snip, snip. He cut me off like I was, whoa, like I was, I don't know, like just basically trash, like trash. So that is where this song, I'm believing this, you are meaning that, I am feeling this, you are stealing that, my heart, heart, my heart, oh, oh. If there's anybody there who's still listening, did you like that? Did you like it at all? If you did, type something and let me know. If you did, heart the screen for me. I liked it. So I'm going to tap my own screen, whether anybody else likes it or not. Hi, Serena. Whether anybody else likes it or not, I'm going to tap my own screen because it's real to me. It's it sounds good. The lyrics are good. The music is good. Everything about it is good. Okay. So, matter of fact, this is what I do when I really like something. I can play it multiple times. I can play it over and over and over. So, I think I'm going to do that. This is one of the songs that um, my husband and Eric McSwain, that I mentioned earlier, um, were in the garage playing with. This is one of those songs, okay? And it was written. Let's see. Do I have it on my paper? Hold on a second. Let me look back here on my paper. Yep, 1996. 1996. All right. It's interesting. I, is that right? Let's see. Yeah, I wrote it in 1996 in the aftermath, in the mayhem of that relationship. Thank God for deliver, delivering me, getting me out of that, and bringing the love of my life into my life later. I didn't meet the love of my life until 98, but I had already written this song. And then at the time that we were working on it, um, I don't even remember. I don't think Chris and I were married yet. I think I think it was probably in 90s. We met in 97. So we might not have been married yet. I think we were in a band together and engaged, I believe. Don't quote me because it's been many, many years. We didn't marry till 98. But anyway, I loved this so much. Uncle Panda, thank you for joining me. I am talking about making music dreams, and I am talking about my dream coming true and the music that I have finally been able to record, produce, release, and how I'm almost finished with it. And I'm sharing some of that music with those that will enjoy it with me. I really enjoyed my last cut that I just played. So I'm going to play it again because sometimes this is what I do. If I'm in my truck, I pop my CDs in. Yes, I have the means to listen to the radio and Sirius FM or whatever, whatever, but I'm still old school. So I pop my CD in and I play it over and over until I get tired. Okay? So I'm going to play this again. Believing this, you are meaning that. I am feeling this, you are feeling that. My heart, my heart, oh, I'm believing this, you are meaning that. I am feeling this. You are feeling that. My heart, my heart. Was that you? Was that me? Together in the same place. How could it be that we are still not free to love each other? Oh, I think this, you and me, I think this, you are feeling that. My heart, 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 heart. I'm believing this. You are meaning that I am feeling this. You are feeling that. Oh, what did it mean? The feeling I feel could be so good together. Good together. So good. You and me, we could be together. Why can't you believe? We could be so good, good together, together. I could feel this. You could feel that. So good, so good. I was feeling this. You was feeling that. So good, so good. I was feeling this. You was feeling that. So good, so good. Did you hear the music on that? Did you hear that guitar? I could hear it. I could feel it. Hi, Fabo Boo. Fabo Boo. Is that right? Am I saying it right? Hi there. God bless you for joining me. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I am talking about making music dreams, and I am talking about my dream coming true. Sing world to share it with others like me who have been through some things, I don't want to leave a bad note, so to speak. I don't want to leave things out there in a negative way regarding that rebound situation, because the Lord did afford me the opportunity to get closure in that situation after I recovered. After I recovered from that situation, I prayed and I asked the Lord to please, oh brother, this is that puzzle thing. Okay. I had to do that puzzle thing, which means that TikTok is probably gonna start talking about cutting me off in a few moments. I had to tap my own screen. Y'all won't tap for me. That's all right. I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. I'm not I'm not necessarily doing it to to get taps per se. I'm sharing this because it's something I love. It's something that I love, and I believe in. But I asked the Lord to please give me closure. I asked the Lord. I asked the Lord to, even though I was the one who was disobedient, even though I was the one who got myself in that situation, the Lord forgave me, and the wound was deep. The wound was, it was deep. It was deep. It was serious. Okay, but I asked the Lord to give me some kind of closure, not to just leave me in that condition. And a couple of years later, let's see, couple of years later, the Lord did afford that to me. That individual did apologize to me. They did apologize to me and tell me that I was a good woman, I was a good person, and that they really didn't know why they treated me that way. So, I don't want to leave that negative vibe out there about my experience. And that was one of the things that my co-producer, Scooney, said to me. He was like, Miss D, he called me Miss D. He said, working on your songs. He's like, you're telling some rough stuff. You talk about some rough stuff. You talk about some painful things. He said, but it doesn't come across as painful. It doesn't come across like what it is. And I laughed and I said, well, praise God. That's what happens when God heals you. That's what happens when He heals you. You can tell the story. You can tell the story without it taking you back into a negative place. Me, I got to experience the real deal, y'all. I got and he erased he erased any pain, any heartache, any point. I'm gonna pick up this phone and see what is this telling me on the bottom here. It's telling me I got three something. Let me just look at it for a minute, y'all. Hold on. What is that? Three what? One guest request. Oh, there's a guest request. ot.wiz. Friends not watching. Find drop in guests. Diesel. Friends not watching. Okay, suggested. Up this. Up this. Hmm. Uh I'm learning this TikTok stuff. This is all new to me, so I'm just trying to look at this and see if there's anybody that I would like. Can we search for a person? Auto accept request. No. OT Wiz, if you got Wiz, tell me what you're up to. Tell me what you're about, so I can know if I should accept you or not. OT Wiz, music. Do you love the Lord and share your music from a wholesome, good place? If you're still watching, it said you had a request. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. Okay, I'm gonna try to hang with y'all for about 30 more minutes. I've got some things to do before I have to get ready for my studio session tonight. If I have chance, I'll come back. I'll come back and reason. Um, 2022 off, written in 1996. You know what? Good music is ageless. There are songs that have been around for ages and they are still good. They are still effective. They are still touching. That was what I endeavored to do with these songs, that they would be just good songs. That's why when I began to release on DistroKid, I use DistroKid right now as my distributor. Um, that's why when I I didn't call it from my heart about my life experiences. And they fall wherever they fall. They land wherever they land. They touch whoever they touch. That is my prayer anyway. Hello, Taylor. God bless you, Taylor. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I am talking about my music project. I am talking about my music dream coming true. My music dream coming true. Um, I'm reading from my press release. It says, more to come. The singles will conclude a long-time dream of creating a soundtrack that shares a portion of the life of Diane Divine One. That's my stage name. Diane Divine One. I know I'm on TikTok as Lady Di. I actually have multiple names. People they tend to give me names. According to player started calling me Miss D. All right. In my women's group and in my women's ministry, so they started calling me Mama D, and that kind of spread. Okay. In the past, some of my family members and other people that have met me, because I used to perform in my own modeling and talent agency for years, called me Lady Di. There's something about me that some said I deserve that title of Lady Di. So take your pick, take your pick. But my music stage name is Diane Divine One. So that shares a portion of the life of Diane no, maybe that's because I have too many things open. I have too many things open up me with this technical stuff because it's really not my thing. Okay. um, all songs were inspired by personal events. Diane hopes to turn her life story, the story of me, into a movie one day and plans to use these works to enhance the movie. God bless you, Kayla. Good to see you. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. Um, the singles, as I have said, are available on DistroKid, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Amazon, TikTok. I've been posting some of the clips even on my platform, on my profile page. Okay. I've been posting some of these clips so you can go to my page and you can hear some of the short versions, or you can go to these other platforms and download and get it for yourself so you can listen to it on your own. Okay, the story of me is available. That's the book. The book. plug it in directly. So I apologize to y'all that's on StreamYard with me on Facebook. I have on a red dress. You could try that if it'll help. I probably have to close some of these tabs that I have open because I'll be multitasking, y'all. I'll be working on a lot. She me I am going to play Shake It Off. Now, I had fun with this one, okay? In the aftermath of that same relationship that I told you guys about, okay? And it's telling how I was so stressed. I, the effects of that rejection, that being used and abused, disrupted me to the core. And now I had to find a way to shake it off. Excuse me, y'all, for just one moment. I'll be right back. I gotta take this phone call. Hello. Hi. Um, I'm actually in the middle of something right now. This is you know, I guess a special business in his life. He, we just needed that project. Yes. Okay. It was close. It was close. We ended up getting a bottle. Getting a 120-day supply, and we got it today, or close to the same. But I really appreciate your effort. Okay. That's actually why he's here with me now. I'm trying to help him. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I've been on some people's sometimes it's like that. You can get yourself, what we call bound, okay? In spiritual terms, you can become. And so that's what this song was about. It's like now I've got to find a way. I've got to find a way to be back. I'm finna play one of Olive Garden's bringing a little heat my other. There we go. Made all this mess. And you ooh, shake it off. Get moving again, shake it off. What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna get moving again, shake it off. Ooh, shake it off. Get moving again. Shake it off. Put make my mind just the free stop believing. Reconnect my live stream over here because it it cut out on me. I'm so sorry. Anybody on YouTube or Facebook, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. No, I don't want to end the live stream. How do I fix? No, I don't want to end it. Is it still counting? No, 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 no. No, no. No, 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 no. Okay, it's back on. Yes, 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 yes. I am back on. Okay, so I'm back on my live stream over there on my StreamYard. We having some difficulties today. Um, if you listen to that well, if you're into music like me, then you heard the interpretation and the expression. Okay, I it was kind of cool too because the engineer that was working on the sound, from the technical aspect, when I started describing what I wanted, he was also a guitar player and more of a, a rock style guitar player. And he was like, um, Scooney was like, man, you could do that. You could do that part that she's asking for. You could do that. So he picked up his axe, he picked up his guitar, and Scooney started giving him the notes. He said, go to this note, go to that note, go to this note. I, by the way, can't read voice and mimic what I hear in my mind and what I feel in my heart, and I can express it that way. And they were able to take that, and he was like, okay, go to this note, go to that, and he was like, he was able to. I mean, he was able to get it. He was able to get it. I was like, Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can back it up to that part. Let me see if I can back it up to that part. I'm gonna go back just a little bit and see if you're with me. Can you feel me on this part? Let me see. Nope. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. Here it comes. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It was like bang, 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 bang. I mean, like he got it. He got it. He got it. I love that. I love that. I love that. I grew up in a musical family. I grew up in a theatrical family. Just amongst us, we would be acting out. If we saw a movie, we would be acting out that movie. Okay, we would be acting out the songs when we got together. I have a fond memory of some years back. We got together for a major event in our lives, and we were all just cooking and eating and hanging out. And next thing you know, my husband, my late husband, he turned into the DJ. I forgot to mention that he was good at not only playing music, but he could DJ too. He set up his stuff and he turned into the DJ. I know my family went crazy, honey. We were in my kitchen of all places. We were in my kitchen, and my husband started playing songs, and he knew what to play and how to play because then we was dancing. We was dancing. We was doing the James Brown slide. We was doing. I can't even remember some of the songs that we was doing, but my husband started playing old hits, and we was just dancing. We was having having a a good time, and people, that he would put his shades on. This is something, one of the things that I love about the black demonstrative and entertainish. We have that in us. He would put his shades on, and he would start doing his head when he would play. He would start doing his head like, for your love I would do anything just to see the smile that's on your face. For your love I would go anywhere. Just you tell me and I'll be right there. I don't know if y'all might love you some. I used to love to listen to an album and listen to the whole album, and you would find out that there were songs on that album that weren't like on the top of the charts, but they were good. They were good. And this was one of those. For your love I would do anything, just to see smile that's on your face. For your love, I would go anywhere. Just you tell me, and I'll be right there. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm enjoying myself. Um, I'm not getting much feedback in the chat, so I don't know if anybody, how many people are actually still listening live with me. But I am going to have to wrap this up for now anyway. I've got another I told that person that I would be ready around 3 to go handle some business. If I have time, I will come back and do more of this, sharing the music with you to share in that with me. Thank you to those of you who did join me, who did stay. Thank you to those that even stopped by. Thank you to those that even stopped by. I ain't mad at you for having to dip out. I thank you for stopping by. I've enjoyed myself, and play as I prepare to wrap up. Okay, here we go. Do what are you gonna do now? I was asking him this question. Blame it on him, but it's my fault too. I did it myself and been in situations. Good vibes, good vibes. I can see how I'm vibing to love me then. Baby, 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 you never win. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Now, what you say? What you gonna say? What you gonna say? Made all this I'll start with now. Where take it to the game. Take it take it out. Take it all. What? Just free. Stop believing and seeing. The good is life. Obstructing. You don't know the thing. Can't imagine how it feels. Bum, 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 bum. Made all this mess. his trust. And now I've got to find a way to shake it off. Oh, shake it off. Come on, baby, shake it off. Oh, shake it off. Yes, you did. You paid off this mess. And you caused this stress. And now I've got to find a way to shake it off. I love it. I love it. I get lost in my own world when I get to play my tambourine. Let's see. That's my baby right there. This is my newest baby. That's my newest baby. I got my other baby who's been with me for years. This is my old baby. Been with me for years. She got a little mileage because some pieces are missing. Like there's a piece missing. She's been with me for years. Okay. My other baby, she's still holding up. She's still holding up good. But specifically for this project, I felt like I deserved and wanted a new baby, a new tambourine to match my maracas and my, I always get them mixed up. I think these are called, are these the ones, the congas or the bongas? I don't remember. I think these are the congas. But I wanted my tambourine to match. And I got to play on that cut that you just heard. I got to play it. And that's all for now. That's all for now. Thank you for vibing with me. Until next time, if you have music dreams, seek the Lord about the timing, the when, the how. Make sure that what you're doing is glorifying Him, that you're not promoting anything evil, and God will bless it. Until next time, let's see. In the live, go live for 97 more minutes and you'll reach stage 3 in the live journey. View live journey. Gotta go, gotta go. Oops.